Okay. We're actually gonna start standing today. Changing it up a little bit. So we'll start standing. Just at the top of the mat. You can just have your arms by your side here, just relax. Just try to find some length through the spine. Maybe tucking the belly in just a little bit here. And toning the belly. Tucking the chin in just a bit to lengthen through the back of the neck. And draw the shoulder blades together just slightly. So you find some broadness through the chest. And start to bring some attention to the breath. Try to feel a 360-degree expansion of the chest as you breathe in. So feel it through the side ribs, the back ribs, the front ribs. If you haven't moved the breath around through the nose already, go ahead and do so. And just let go of any distractions from the day. Use your breath as an anchor to stay here in the present. A few more breath rounds on your own to settle in here. We'll do the one last deep inhale in together. And then exhale it through the mouth. Open your eyes open, wiggling the fingers and the toes. On our next inhale, we're going to sweep our arms up overhead, coming up onto our tippy toes. And then exhale, we'll bring the arms down and the heels down. And so now we're going to we're going to take our left foot and cross it over the right. We'll take our hands to our hips here. Take a nice deep inhale in. And as you exhale, we're going to hinge at the hips, keeping the spine nice and long. Coming about halfway down or so to start. You can get to that 90-degree angle. That's great. Just go as far as you can with keeping the spine long here first. Then inhale, we'll come back up to standing. And exhale, we're gonna hinge down, coming to that halfway point or so with that nice long spine. And now you can release the hands and fold over your legs, getting a nice little IT stretch here to start today. Moving to the hips for this class, so just want to get them a little bit stretched out before we start diving in there. Let your head hang nice and heavy and try to have the legs straight but not totally locked out. On your next inhale, we'll go ahead and rise back up. Bring the hands back to the hips. Switch sides here, so cross that right foot across the left. We'll take an inhale in. As you exhale, we'll start to hinge down, coming about halfway down, that 90-degree. It's great. Otherwise, just get as far as you can with your nice long spine, keeping the chin a little bit tucked so that your back of the neck is long. Come back up on our next inhale. And then on your next exhale, we'll come back down again here, about halfway down or so. And then you can release your hands and fold over, letting that head hang heavy. Again, try not to lock out the knees, especially that back knee, that left knee on this side. If you find that your neck is a little bit stiff here, you can kind of nod your head up and down a little bit or side to side, helping that to release. And we'll do one more deep inhale here. And as you exhale, we can go ahead and bend the knees, uncrossing them, and come down to a tabletop all four. Oh, I'm not. Oh, sorry, I forgot one thing. We're coming back up. My bad. All right, so let's place our hands on our hips. We're gonna do something a little bit different. I don't know if we've done it actually in mobility before, but we're gonna try it out. So it's gonna build some stabilizer muscles in the hips and help with our balance a little bit. So we're gonna bring all of our weight into our right foot and start to hover that left foot off of the ground. Ground through the outside edge of that right foot, maybe even curl the toes in a little bit. And now we're gonna reach our foot forward as far as you can here without really lifting it up into flexion. We're just gonna reach it forward as far as you can. Now we're gonna sweep it out to the side as far as you can, keeping that spine nice and long. Reach it behind you as far as you can, back in front, and then across the body. We'll go back to the front here, to the outside, behind you, back in front and across. And now we're gonna switch directions, go back behind you, go out to the outside, back in front, across the body as far as you can there, actively going as far as you can, and then go back behind you, to the outside, back in front, and down. Switching sides here, grounding into that left foot. Hover that right foot off the ground, maybe curl those left toes in to help get some balance here. And then reach those toes as far as you can in front of you. Sweep it to the outside, back behind you, back in front and across the body. Back in front of you, to the outside, really just trying to reach as far as you can here. Back behind you, back in front and across. And we'll switch directions, bringing it back to center and behind you. To the outside, back in front, to across the body, and then back behind you, and we'll place that foot down. Go ahead and shake it out, wiggle it out a little bit, and then we'll come down to tabletop. All right, so from our tabletop here, we'll move through just a couple cat-cows to start. So we'll lift that tailbone up, drop the low belly, broaden through the chest, chin comes up. And then rounding the spine, tucking that chin in. Lift that tailbone up, drop the low belly, chin up. And then tuck the tailbone, round the spine, tuck that chin in. Do one more on your own breath hands here. Trying to roll up and down the spine. And we'll make our way to a neutral spine. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our right leg out long next to us here. Hands are under the shoulders and toes are facing towards the front of the mat. And we'll start here by just rocking back and forth. Kind of opening up that inner line before we start doing some solid mobility work on this. And we'll come back to neutral here. And so let's bring all of our attention into the left leg here, that left knee and that left foot, and start to press into the top of the left foot and that left knee. And we'll take an inhale in. And as you exhale, we're gonna start to hover that right foot off of the ground any amount that's available here. Trying to keep everything else toned and still, and then let it down. And we're gonna start to press the right foot into the ground, holding it there for 3, 2, 1. And now we're gonna lift, or at least make that right foot light, hovering off the ground or making it just light off the ground, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Release that foot back down. Start pressing it into the floor and hold it there for 3, 2, 1. Last time lifting up, or making that effort to lift up, or I'll hold it for 3, 2, 1. Last time pressing into the floor and hold it there for 3, 2, 1. Release any pressure and then just rock back and forth 1 or 2 times here before making your way back to your tabletop position and popping that left foot out. All right, so we'll start again here just by rocking back and forth. Nice work. Then come back to your neutral position here. And again, so we're going to notice first that right leg and start to ground in with that right leg. So press through the top of the foot, press through the right knee, and then start to get light on that left foot and lift it up if you can, or make the effort to lift it up, holding it there for 3, 2, 1. Place that foot back down and start pressing it into the mat, holding it for 3, 2, 1. And then we're gonna lift or make it light and hold for 3, 2, 1. If you cramp, that's normal, don't worry. Just come out of it and release the cramp and start pressing in to the floor for 3, 2, 1. And then we'll lift and hold for 3, 2, 1. Release it back down, press in the last time here. Really press in with all of your might this time and hold it for, we'll do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and release any pressure. Rock back and forth a couple times. And then make your way back to your neutral spine. Go ahead and sit on the heels for a second. Have a little reprieve for the wrists. Maybe take the tops of the hands in front of your knees. Place the tops of the hands in front of your knees so the fingers are facing back towards your knees. We're going to come back to that position and add a little bit more into it. So we'll come back to our neutral spine here. Well, actually, if you want to roll out the wrist a little bit too, you're more welcome to do that before coming back here. So we'll come back to that neutral tabletop, and then we'll place that right foot back out to the side here. And so we're going to add a couple more things. So we'll basically be bending the knee and then bringing the leg behind us and extending it up and back, and then placing it to a tabletop and then coming back out to this position. So we'll start by pressing the foot into the floor and hold it for 3, 2, 1. And now we're going to hover that foot off of the floor and hold it for 3, 2, 1. Now bend that right knee and lift it up as high as you can, like a dog on a fire hydrant kind of thing. And hold it for 3, 2, 1. Now rotate that knee behind you, lifting the foot up towards the sky. And hold it for 3, 2, 1. Really lift the knee up as high as you can. And then now bring that knee back down to meet the right or the left. And start pressing the right knee into the floor with all of your might here. And hold it for 3, 2, 1. And now lift that right knee back up and behind you so that the sole of the foot is facing the sky. If you can see like this, I'll turn to the side and hold for 3, 2, 1. And now bring that right knee out to the side. The foot comes parallel to the knee, so dog on fire hydrant kind of position, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Bring that right foot back, extended out next to you in that half gate pose that we started with. and hold with the foot on the ground, and hold it, pressing in for 3, 2, 1. And now we're gonna lift it again one more time. So we're lifting that foot up, just hovering it with the leg extended, holding for 3, 2, 1. Bend the right knee, lifting the right knee and foot up as high as you can, dog on fire hydrant. Hold for 3, 2, 1. And now bring the right knee behind you and the foot goes up towards the sky, extending up as much as you can with that right knee, and hold for 3. Nice work. Looks good, Mike. Looks good, Robin. 2, 1. And then bring that right knee back down to meet the left. Start pressing the right knee into the floor and hold for 3, 2, 1. And then we're coming back out to that extended one. This is the last time. So lift that left knee up as high as you can behind you. Sole of the foot goes up towards the sky, holding for 3, 2, 1. Dog on fire hydrant pose here. So that right knee comes out to the side. Right foot goes parallel and hold for 3, 2, 1. Extend that right foot out and hover for 3, 2, 1. Place the right foot back down on the mat and hold there, pressing it in for 3, 2, 1. And now bring the right knee back to meet the left. Come back to sitting on the heels. Roll out the wrist before we go to the other side. Nice job. And if you want to place those back of the hands on there, if the wrists are really bothering you, you're more than welcome to do that. And if you got if the backs of the wrists are bothering you in this position too, kind of helps to curl the fingers in as you're in the position here. Helps to activate the front line of your forearms as well as that back line, giving it a little bit more support. So we'll make our way back to that neutral spine. Left foot goes out. And we'll do it on the other side. So we're going to go through this twice on each side. So we'll start by pressing the left foot into the mat and hold for 3, 2, 1. And now we're going to hover that left foot up and hold for 3, 2, 1. Bend the left knee, lifting the knee and the foot up parallel to each other and hold for 3, 2, 1. Bring the left knee behind you, lifting it up as high as you can as the sole of the foot goes up towards the sky, holding for 3, 2, 1. And now bring the left knee down to the mat to meet the right and start to press that left knee into the floor, holding for 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna lift it back up behind us, lifting it up as high as you can, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Dog on fire hydrant pose. Left knee goes out wide. Right or left foot is parallel to the knee. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Extend that left foot long and hover for 3, 2, 1. Place that left foot on the floor and press it into the mat. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Last time through it, we're going to hover that left foot and hold for 3, 2, 1. Bend the left knee, dog on fire hydrant, holding it for 3, 2, 1. Extend that leg behind you so the knee is behind your hip and lift this foot up towards the sky, holding for 3, 2, 1. Left knee comes to meet the right, pressing that into the floor and hold for 3, 2, 1. Last time coming back here. So lifting that knee up, foot towards the sky and hold for 3, 2, and 1. Dog on fire hydrant here and hold for 3, 2, 1. Extend that leg out and hover for 3, 2, 1. Press that foot into the floor. Last time here. Nice work, y'all. And hold for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and bring that right foot or left foot to meet the right knee. That's what I meant to say. And then come to sit on the heels. And then we're done on the wrist here. So go ahead and place those hands on tops of the thighs or in front of you, whichever is like the most comfortable for you. And we'll do a little bit of wrist cars here just to, since we were on them so much. So bend the elbows at a 90-degree angle, palms facing towards the sky. We'll rotate them to the inner line, towards the floor, to the outside, up towards the sky without cupping the palms, to the inside, to the floor, to the outside, sky. Switch directions to the outside, to the floor, to the inside, towards the sky. Shake it out, roll it out. And we're gonna make our way to, what are we gonna do? Let's do a seat. That took a little. We'll come to a seat with our legs out long here. And then I'm gonna encourage you to have as long of a spine as you can here, but if it's a little bit more comfortable to have a bit of a angle here, you're more than welcome to do that. But try it first with like your fingertips on the floor so your spine's nice and long. So we're gonna start with the right leg. So keep the left toes really active and drawing back towards the shin. And we're gonna start just with a hover here. So we're gonna hover the right leg up, lifting it up as high as you can. And then we'll place it back down. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift it up as high as you can and then extend it out as far as you can to the right and then place it back down. And now we'll hover it from out there and bring it back to meet the left and place it back down. And then we'll hover it again, bring it out to the right, place it down, and we'll hover it up, bring it back in, and place it back down. That was 3 on each side, right? I think so. All right, we'll move to the left because I think that was 3 on each side, or 3 to each side. So we'll move to the left here, and we're gonna hover the left foot up just to start here, just to see what your range is. It might be a little bit different. We'll place it back down. And now we'll hover and bring it out to the left. So we'll bring it up as high as you can here. Hover for a second. Place it out towards the left. And then bring it back down. And now we'll lift it up. Bring it back to the center. Place it down. Lift it up. Keep the right toes active. Bring it out. Place it down. Lift it up. Bring it back to center, place it down. Last time, lifting it up, bring it out, place it down, and then we'll lift it up, back to center, and place it down. And then we can fold over the legs here. Let the head hang heavy for a second. All right, and now what we'll do is we'll come back up, sweep the feet around, and we're gonna make our way to our bellies. So we're actually gonna do a very similar thing to what we just did, just on our bellies here. So if you want, you can, have your hands under your forehead here. Your arms don't matter too much on this one. So you can have your hands, your forehead on your hands, or if you want to have your head facing one side, whichever works for you. Just kind of make yourself comfortable in the upper body. And so now we're going to start with the right leg. So take some attention to the left leg and start pressing the entire top of the left leg and left foot into the ground. And now we're going to keep the right leg nice and straight and lift it up as high as you can. And we'll just place it down to begin with. Mo, actually, you might not want to do this one if you've got a low back thing going on, or just do it really lightly. I just thought about that. Yeah, just do this one really light, Mo, or don't do it if it's harder than that. And so now we'll lift it up as high as you can. Bring it out as far wide as you can, keeping the toes pointing back, and then place it down. Now lift it up, bring it back to center, and place it down. Lift the entire right leg up, out to the outside, and then place it down. Lift it back up, bring it back to center, place it down. One last time, lift it up, bring it to the outside, place it down, keep the toes pointing, lift it up, bring it back to center, and place it down. Nice job. And now we'll switch sides. So with this side, of course, you're going to be pressing through the top of the right foot and right leg into the mat. And so go ahead and activate that, and then we'll lift the left leg up as high as you can just to see what our extension is, and then place it back down. And now we'll lift it up, and then bring it out to the left as far as you can, and place it down. Lift it up, bring it back to center, place it down. Lift it up, bring it to the outside, and place it down. Nice work. Lift it up, back to center, place it down. Last time, we're going to lift it up, and we're going to hold here for a second. And then we're going to bring it to the outside and hold. And then we'll place it down. And now we'll lift again and hold. Bring it back to center and hold. And place it down. All right, so now we're going to come to our left side to start. And just make a pillow with like you can just make a stand with your left arm, so your head's kind of like on a stand here. And we're going to start with our left leg, our bottom leg, long towards the bottom of that, and then the right leg is going to come out kind of like scissor kicked across the body, perpendicular to the body, as perpendicular as you can here. And so with both legs, we want the toes drawing back towards the shin. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with we're basically going to switch up back and forth between leg movements here. So we're going to start with you can place the right hand just like right in front of your chest here to give yourself a little bit of support as you move through this. And we're going to start by lifting the right leg up as high as you can. And then place it back down and press the inside of the foot into the floor. Now release any movement or any, what am I trying to say? It's early, so release any pressure or anything like that with the right foot. And now we're going to do the left foot. So now we're going to lift the left foot up as high as you can underneath you, a little bit of a strange movement. And now release it back down and press the outside of that left foot into the mat. Nice job. All right, so we're going to do that a few more times with some holds. So we're going to lift the right leg up as high as you can and hold it there for 3, 2, 1. Bring the right foot back down and start pressing that right foot into the mat and hold there for 3, 2, 1. Now lift the left leg up as high as you can and hold for 3, 2, 1. Release that left leg down and start pressing the outside of the entire left leg into the mat. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Release any pressure there and start to lift the right leg up and hold for 3, 2, 1. Bring that right leg back down and press it into the floor and hold it there for 3, 2, 1. Lift the left leg up after releasing any tension with the right leg and hold for 3, 2, 1. Bring the left leg back down and start pressing it into the floor, holding it there for 3, 2, 1. Release all tension. all engagement. And we're gonna switch our legs here. So that left leg is now gonna go long out left next to us. And then the right leg is gonna be long down towards the bottom of the mat. You might wanna reposition your headstand a little bit. And similar thing here. Oh, whoops. Mike, we're still on that other side. We just switched the positions of the legs here. I don't think that was clear. So yeah, now your left leg, your bottom leg is long perpendicular next to you, and your right leg is long down towards the bottom of the mat. Okay, so same thing, it's just a little bit different muscle groups we're working here. So we'll start with the left leg. Start to lift the left leg up as high as you can, and hold for 3, 2, 1. And now place that down and start pressing the outside of that left leg into the floor, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Release any tension there, and start to lift the right leg up as high as you can, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Place the inside of that right foot into the ground, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Release engagement with the right leg, and we'll move back to the left. Start to lift the left leg up as high as you can towards the sky, holding for 3, 2, 1. Bring the left leg back down, start pressing through the outside of the left foot, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Release any engagement there, and start to lift the right leg up as high as you can, holding for 3, 2, 1. Bring that right foot back down and start pressing it into the floor, holding for 3, 2, 1. Release, and now we'll switch sides. So we'll be on our right side now. And we'll start with that right leg long below you, and the left leg is long out to the side, so perpendicular. Left leg is, so your top leg is, at that 90-degree angle. The bottom leg is long towards the bottom of the mat. All right, and that left hand can be right in front of the chest. And we'll start here by lifting the left leg up as high as you can, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Left leg comes back down, and press the inside of that left foot into the mat. Hold in for 3, 2, 1. Release engagement with the left leg and start to lift the right leg up towards the sky, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Bring the outside of that right foot down and start pressing the outside of the right foot into the mat, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Release the right leg engagement and come back to the left and start to lift the left leg up as high as you can, holding it for 3, 2, 1. Bring that left foot back down and start to press that left foot into the floor, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Release engagement with the left leg, and right leg comes up as high as you can, and hold it there for 3, 2, 1. Bring the outside of that right foot down and start pressing it in, and hold it for 3, 2, 1. And then we'll release all engagement, and then we'll switch our legs. So staying on the right side, the right leg goes perpendicular out from the body at that 90-degree angle. Readjust as you need to here with your torso. And then the left leg is long towards the bottom of the mat. And starting with the right leg, we're going to lift it up as high as you can on the inside, holding it for 3, 2, 1. Bring the outside of the foot down to the floor and start pressing it into the floor, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Left leg lifts up as high as you can, and hold for 3, 2, and 1. Bring the left leg back down and start pressing the left foot into the ground, and hold for 3, 2, 1. And then back to the right leg and start lifting the right leg up as high as you can. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Bring the outside of that right foot down and start pressing it into the floor, holding for 3, 2, 1. Lift the left leg up as high as you can and hold there for 3, 2, 1. Press the inside of that left foot into the floor and hold there for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and release all tension, all engagement. Come onto your backs. Let's pull both knees into the chest real quick first before we do our next thing. Maybe make a few little circles on the low back if you want. Now we're going to let the left leg go long. And we're going to take the inside of the right foot and place it on the inside of the left leg. Right knee is still bent. And then we're going to take our right hand and place it on top of the right inside of the right knee or the inside of the right thigh here. And keep the left toes engaged and drawing back towards the left shin. And if the right sole of the foot isn't exactly on your thigh, that's fine. If it's a little bit away, that's fine. We just want this knee bent is more of the thing. And we're going to take our left hand and place it on the left hip just to give a little feedback there so we don't roll onto the right hip too much during this. We want to keep the left hip down as much as we can. And then with your right hand, start to press your right knee or thigh in towards the floor as much as you can here. And once you've kind of gotten to that end point, you can release that pressure with the hand. And now keep the right hand where it's at and start to press the right leg into your right hand here. But don't let that right hand move. We're doing some tails and rails here. So press, 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 press. Holding it there for 3, 2, 1. Now release any pressure with the right hand and start to actively try to draw that right knee down towards the floor without the help of your hand, and hold it there for 3, 2, 1. Keep that leg where it's at and replace the hand on the knee or thigh. And now release any pressure with the knee, pulling down, and start to press it into the hand in this new position. And hold it there for 3, 2, 1. Release that pressure into the hand and start to pull the knee away from the hand again. Might not come very far this time, or might not come anywhere at all, but hold it there with that active movement down for 3, 2, 1. Replace the hand on the inner thigh or knee, and then start to press the leg into the hand one last time, holding it there for 3, 2, 1. And now start to draw the hand or the foot or the knee, third time's the charm, away from the hand one last time here, and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then release, bring the knee back up towards the sky. Let the right leg long, and we'll switch sides here. So bend the left knee in, left sole of the foot goes towards the inner right thigh. Doesn't have to be right on it, but towards it. And the left knee is kind of splayed out and bent towards the left here. Engage that right foot and place the right hand on the right hip. Now the left hand goes on the inside of the left thigh, and use the left hand to push that left leg towards the floor as much as you can. Once you've hit that end range, keep the hand where it's at and start to press the left foot leg into the left hand and hold for 3, 2, 1. Now start to pull that left knee away from the left hand as much as you can actively. Don't use the hand to help, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Replace the left hand on the left knee or thigh. And then start to press the left leg into the left hand and hold for 3, 2, 1. Now start to pull the left knee away from the left hand and hold for 3, 2, 1. Replace the left hand on the left thigh or knee and start to press the left leg into the left hand and hold for 3, 2, 1. And now start to pull the left knee away from the left hand one last time and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. We'll pull both knees in towards the chest here. And take any little movements that might feel good after all that hip work, especially all that inner line hip work. And then we'll make our way to our final resting pose in Shavasana whenever you're ready. And let the legs long, arms by your side, eyes soften shut. Tuck the shoulder blades down the back. And just invite the hips and the outside of the hips to relax and soften. Letting the eyes shut if you haven't already. And just relaxing for these last few moments together. We'll go ahead and bring some awareness back to the breath. Some small movements back to the body. Wiggling the fingers and the toes. Bending one knee at a time. Pressing your way up to a comfortable seat. Once you've arrived, just take a moment to notice how you feel. Notice changes to the body. And take a moment of appreciation for your time spent on the mat. Your hands to heart center. Thank you all for showing up this morning, sharing your light, sharing your practice. Have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. Namaste. Thanks, everybody.